Hello and peace to my couple of subscribers. How are you guys? Just wanted to do a little bit about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in particular, I suppose. If you see here, it shows you that the max supply 21 million, and that's the amount that's been made so far and circulating at the moment. Now, this thing is coinmarketcap.com. It shows you the positions of all the different cryptocurrencies. That goes down for a long time because there's hundreds if not thousands of them. So I'm just going to go into Bitcoin. I'm going to read you a bit just to bring you a bit of information about it. Hopefully you'll learn something a bit about it anyway if you don't know anything about it already. And just wanted to mention as well, I hear the TD's got a lovely pay rise. Now, not saying they don't deserve it or that it's not warranted or anything like that. I think their pay is now well over 100 grand per year. That's outside of all the perks that they get, you know what I mean? Phone, car, fuel, allowances, telephone, just everything that they get. And they got important jobs, but I'm pretty sure they didn't really give the nurses anything, or so yeah, just think about that. Anyway, the live Bitcoin price today was that's old, by the way, because Bitcoin is now like at the moment 55. Okay, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a decentralized cryptocurrency originally described in a 2008 white paper by a person or a group of people using the alias as Satoshi Nakamoto. It was launched soon after in January 2009. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer online currency, meaning that all transactions happen directly between equal independent network participants, without the need for any intermediary or permit or facilitate them. Bitcoin was created, according to Nakamoto's own words, to allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. In other words, no middlemen, no banks, no getting all that kind of thing. Some concepts for a similar type of decentralized electronic currency precede BTC, but Bitcoin holds the distinction of being the first ever cryptocurrency to come into actual use. Again, the major thing about this is, again, it's not exactly a currency, because under law, I think they have kind of ruled it as property. There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins created, Also, I said that there's a show here, there are, a bunch, 8 digits after the decimal point. Okay, I'll show it to you, hopefully somewhere else. I can't see, nope, it's not showing. Bitcoin's just going on about all prices and whatnot. Okay. Who are the founders? Bitcoin's original inventor is known under a pseudonym, Satoshi Nakamoto. As of 2020, the true identity of the person or organization that is behind the alias remains unknown. On October 31, 2008, Nakamoto published Bitcoin's white paper, which described in detail how a peer-to-peer online currency could be implemented. They proposed to use a decentralized ledger or transactions packed in batches called blocks and secured by cryptographic algorithms. The whole system would later be dubbed blockchain, which is basically tracking and recording every little transaction, who owns every little Satoshi. And Bitcoin, it's all on a public ledger that anyone can look at. Now, your name and all that's not going to be associated with what you own, but you're all got these unique addresses and whatnot, keynotes that identify particular wallets that own Satoshis or Bitcoin. Just 2 months later, on January 3rd, 2009, Nakamoto mined the first block on the Bitcoin network, known as the Genesis block, thus launching the world's first cryptocurrency. And the person that used it for the first time, I think he bought a pizza. So there's this whole thing about, that pizza is now worth several $1 million if the person that used Bitcoin to buy that pizza had kept his Bitcoin, he'd be worth millions upon millions of dollars, because at the time it was only like 3 cents or whatever per coin, and now it's 55,000 per coin. So yeah, that's the whole story. I might bring it to you someday. However, while Nakamoto was the original inventor of Bitcoin as well as the author of its very first implementation over the years, a large number of people have contributed to improving the cryptocurrency software by patching vulnerabilities and adding new features. Bitcoin source code repository on GitHub lists more than 750 contributors, with some of the key ones being, and there's a bunch of names that I'm not going to try and say because some of them are not any kind of Irish name and I definitely wouldn't be able to pronounce it. Okay, what makes Bitcoin unique? Here we go. Bitcoin's most unique advantage comes from the fact that it was the very first cryptocurrency to appear on the market. It has managed to create a global community and give birth to an entirely new industry of millions of enthusiasts who create, invest in, trade and use Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in their everyday lives. The emergence of the first cryptocurrency has created a conceptual and technological basis that subsequently inspired the development of thousands of competing projects. The entire cryptocurrency market, now worth more than 300 billion. Now, again, this was written a while ago. That is not 300 billion anymore. It's actually a trillion right now. And they're saying it's going to go to 10 trillion and then to 100 and so on. It's eating up gold market and what not because of all the different things about this Bitcoin. Anyway, is based on the idea realized by Bitcoin, money that can be sent and received by anyone, anywhere in the world without reliance on trusted intermediaries such as banks and financial services companies. No, exactly. It's totally decentralized because there's these computers all over the world that work on making sure that these transactions are logged into onto the blockchain, and so it's computers. It's all fixed. There's no fiddling. You can't duplicate anything like that. Just like the euros and stuff, and you can't print more. So these are all the different things that make it so unique and different. Thanks to its pioneering nature, BTC remains at the top of its energetic market after over a decade of existence. Even after Bitcoin has lost its undisputed dominance, it remains the largest cryptocurrency with a market capitalization that fluctuated between 100 to 200 billion in 2020, owing in large part to the ubiquitousness of platforms that provide use cases for BTC. Wallets, exchanges, payment services, online games, and more. Yes, you can even play games now, and through the games you get by doing things and whatever, or even, I don't know, you get something, you unlock something in the game, you can sell it for Bitcoin and whatnot, or even other cryptocurrencies. This is all, it's part of the Internet of Value, where in probably years to come, your young people are going to be playing games and they will unlock, different things in the game, and they can literally sell those things for different cryptocurrencies which have value, and then they can go on and use that to top up their Visa card and go shopping. Yeah. So you're definitely not going to get them off the fucking computer then. How much Bitcoin is in circulation? Bitcoin's total supply is limited by its software and will never exceed 21 million coins. New coins are created during the process known as mining. As transactions are relayed across the network, they get picked up by miners and packaged into blocks, which are in turn protected by complex cryptographic calculations. Again, the miners are these computers, that do these calculations, and then once whatever computer gets the calculation correctly, and that computer gets the right to put that block into the blockchain, and then they get rewarded with Bitcoins, and that's how they're unlocked. And every 4 years that reward gets halved, so that's why it gets cut down and cut down.